Hi, this is Sanjeeb Basnet. Today in this video, we are going to discuss over the PowerPoint presentation on Introduction to Source Marketing. And this PowerPoint is sourced from the Digital Marketing Institute. It is not for the transactional or commercial purposes. It is solely for the educational and knowledge purposes for all the general or aspiring search engine marketers or paid marketers, aspiring marketing professional like us, you and me. So let's uncover the introduction to search marketing. In this video, we're going to cover the four topics. The first one is search engines, second, trends in search, third, how people use search engines, and fourth one, language, context, and the searches. Search engines. So my dear friends, what is search engines? Yeah, you must be familiar with this type of words. It is really hugely buzzing around everywhere now because in this AI era, search engines everywhere, search engines, generative overview or anything. So let's uncover the search engines. What is search engines? My dear friend, it is a program that searches for and identifies items in database that correspond to keywords or characters specified by the users, used especially for finding particular sites on the web or websites. And consumers use search engines to find answers to questions they have on particular topic with expectation that it will provide them with several answers to choose from. The search engine is used to find answers to questions that they have on a topic with the expectation that the search engines will provide the several answers to choose from. Yeah, and the consumers are general people, like we say, the consumers to the general people. We and in the process of searching on the search engines, there is a journey, and that begins with the internal realization that they have a need or want. Definitely without want or without need, we are not looking for something that we don't want or we don't need on search engines. First we realize that we do need something, we want something, then to resolve that need or wants, and we search online, and then search engine results, you know that page tries to find, provide answers to our needs. So this is interaction between the search marketers and the consumers. Whatever the consumer is asking, the search marketers should anticipate the question, and consumers are asking, on the search engines, marketers should anticipate the questions, and with that question, he or she should, create website content or paid ads that answer that questions. And the number third, and position our product or services as a solution to their needs. Search engine results page. What is search engine results page? It is a page that results are displayed in the search engines in response to a query from searcher. The search query is also known as keywords or key phrase. We will definitely cover the keyword or key phrase, what exactly is. Simply understand the keyword is whatever we type or whatever we think on search engines, that is a keyword or key phrase. And in a simple form, we say sort instead of search engine results page. And the sort displays the links to the websites that search engines believes will be the solution to the searcher's need. And being a marketer, search marketers, the results page, whatever we have, put into the search engines, whether that may be the content or something, that needs to be on the top of the results page, or very first page of the result page, or should be the general overview of the results page. Being top of the search results is a very powerful signal to consumers that this is the best answer to their search. So as we summarize, search engines have one major function. They provide answers to user queries. That queries can be called the keyword or the key phrases through list of relevant pages that they have retrieved and ranked for relevancy. These pages are ranked for relevancy and authority for search engine optimization. So, my dear friend, remember these words. These words will be used time and again on relevancy and authority. And this is also used for the bid and aid quality for paid search result. So, let's go into the difference between paid search and organic search. Under the search pages, search displays, there is two types of searches results. One is paid search results and one is organic search results. Paid search is, is use a search engine such as Google Ads or Microsoft Ads to select a number of keywords. The search engines then shows their website at the top of the search results when people look for these keywords. Let's say you want the shoes, and you type a best shoes, and the search sort displays that ranks that gives a sponsored kind of something, the aid of the branded products on the top of the page. That is called the paid search. And the organic source, it is a ranking. In organic source determines where a product site appears on the search. A site's rank is determined by the quality and its content, the functionality of the website, and the backlinks from the other sites. So these are the difference between the paid search and the organic search. Let's go into further. And now comes the search engine process. We are particularly focusing on the organic searches because organic searches, we do the search engine optimizations focusing on organic searches. uh, there is a process, there's a major three process or stages that search engine does to find answers whatever the queries you put on the search engines. First one is crawling, second one is indexing, and third one is ranking. The crawling is a piece of software that continuously crawls the web trying to find new links and updated pages, refreshed content. This involves reading and understanding the content of a web page and website. That software does this, the crawling software. And after crawling, the second stage is indexing. When the crawler finds something new, it sends them on the to the indexer, which tries to make sense of what the crawler has found. You know, the crawler has crawled a list of the pages, and indexing purposes, the indexing software tries to make it a sense that which one to rank first or which one to rank second, and that sees what kind of keywords that page could be ranked for. And an indexer then builds an index of rankable web pages. And the third and important part that we see on the SERP display is the ranking. The query engine is the front end of Google, where the user enters the search terms and where Google interprets what the user has typed in and selects the best possible results from the index to show in its search results. This determines the position of the website on the SERP in response to a relevant query. These are the important three stages or steps that search engines does on the search engine processes. Now we talk about the paid advertising. What is paid advertising under the search engine processes? The process for paid advertising is very different from the one for organic search. Search engines serve paid search ads based on advertiser keyword choices and ad and landing pages quality and how much the advertiser is willing to pay for a click. So there must be a competition between the advertisers, what we call the bid. If among the several advertisers, if they want to pay willing to pay the more money for one click, then they will be they will have a better chance to rank on a top. Advertisers choose keywords that they want to advertise on. Whenever their keywords is searched for, it triggers a live auction. It means that there is a competition And Google determines which ad is shown first, second, and third, depending on the bids that the advertiser has put in for the particular keyword, as well as the quality score of their ad and their landing page. For the combined result, in an ad rank, the ad with the highest rank is shown as the first ad. So now we talk about the role of the search in business. What is the importance of search in business? Let's talk about it. As this display says, search engines are used to provide answers to people needs. Therefore, the goal of business is to provide the answer to to these needs by anticipating their questions and providing a solution. When done correctly, this is likely to lead increased business for an organization. So, my friend, now we get into the trends in search. So, what are the trending, the scenarios in the search? We uncover that points on it. So recently, if we see the changes in the search, we can see the knowledge graph, voice search, local search, video search, contextual search, and mobile search, image search, and marketplace search. Now, recently, the generative overview search, the AI, ChatGPT or DeepSeek generative overview search, the AI, ChatGPT or DeepSeek or everything that is deployed on the search engines or everywhere. Every companies, they are trying to deploy the search, AI based searches. The changes have profound impact. These changes, if we talk about these changes, and these changes have a profound impact on SEO. When user behavior changes, a previously profitable area of SEO can suddenly become obsolete, and you will need to change your SEO strategy accordingly. So this is obvious that whatever we used to do in the SEO strategy, 5 years, 10 years ago, that doesn't work now. We need to we need to think differently. We need to work on different skills now to succeed in the profession, in the industry. And how people use search engines. Let's talk about this. How people use the search engines. There are basically four. Let's say it's a three kind of search queries there is in the user journey. All searches that people make on search engines can be classified as one of the three types of searches. First one is transactional, informational, and navigational. And let's dive into the language, context, and sources. Language, context, and source. How search engines interpret human language. Search engines have become very good at understanding human language and can interpret it quite accurately. It does understand the human language. It uses the software that is able to understand our tone of voice, you know our thinking patterns. And this makes things a lot easier for us, because now we can build web pages and write content primarily for our human audience. We don't need to focus on specific tricks and tactics like keyword density anymore. We can just focus on writing great copy aimed at the end user. We write a copy of the content, the to communicate with the you know end users like us who are going to search on the search engines. Because of this, we need to build for users, not for search engines. uh, I can see there is many professional SEO professional or beginners. They try to rank the whatever they put on the search engines, and they write for the search engines. They make it more friendly to the search engines than for the users. In other words, grasp what your target customers are looking for, and ensure your site delivers it to them. So we talk about the how search engine interprets human language. So behind that, search engines interpret human language by using the technologies such as word vectors, bidirectional encoder representation from transformers, BERT, and multitask unified model MOM, and topic modeling. This kind of the technologies that Google particularly use to understand the human language. And the BERT, it means the you know Google announced BERT has a huge implication for search marketers. BERT can understand human language with much greater sophistication, whether it's spoken or typed. that can understand whether it's spoken or typed. And Google's mom brings multimodal search to life. Multimodal search can combine multiple input formats such as images and text into one search query. Marketers must now optimize their content for this sensory approach to search. So, my dear friend, bear in mind that search engines understand synonyms and related concepts, so you don't have to target every variation of search terms independently. The search engine can work out, what the variation or synonyms are. Google is smart enough to understand, to get the knowledge, to understand the whatever the users typed in and their synonyms are. And however, search engines are still machine with imperfect language processing. So on occasion, we do need to help them and simplify things to ensure that our content is properly understood. This is the search marketer's job to make it sure that the content is properly understood. And entities and relationship. This is the concept behind the context and source. Another important aspect of modern search engine is entities. An entity is any concept or idea or item that exists in the real world. Search engines can understand entities and the relationship between them to help solve the best possible search results. Entities can be Sanjeev is entities because I'm the existing thing in the real world. And let's say Apple, and there is two kinds of, one is the Apple one fruits and one is the Apple iPhone or the gadgets that the Google use the entity to understand the what is the fruit Apple or the what is the gadgets Apple. uh, in this process there is a main three basic the concepts that like location, main entity, and follow-up questions. Location is searches location impacts the results they see because the location provides a context for search. And main entity, if you ask the entity based question such as who is the president of the United States, you'll get an entity based answers, that real name, uh, whether it may be Donald Trump or whether it may be or whoever the president of the country. And follow-up questions, if you ask a follow-up question such as who is his wife, let's say who is the wife of the current president Donald Trump, then the search engines will build on that entity and its relationship or associated entities. The key purpose of search engine is to provide its users with the correct answers. The only solid purpose of the search engine is to provide the solid answers, whatever they're asking. Google often shows direct answers in its search results so that users don't have to click through to the website providing the answers. Now the generative overview is they are showing the direct answers. They summarize the answers to provide to the end users. And with the growth of voice search, now the voice search is massively trending nowadays. Google will provide these direct answers without any search result space at all, just as a voice answers to the person asking the questions. Search engines as answer engines. We also call the answer engines. Did you know that average voice search results contains only 29 words? The average whatever we ask to the voice search, that contains 29 words. That's amazing. Google voice search results pages have an average of 2,312 words, and around 75% of voice search results rank in the top 3 on desktop for that query. This could dramatically change how users engage with search engines and how website can generate traffic and sales. So we are in the end of this topic. So let's get summarized into a one: search engines and search marketing. Consumer use First point is consumer use search engines to find answers to questions they have on particular topic with the expectation that it will provide them with the several answers to choose from. Therefore, it's the job of search marketers to anticipate the questions that consumers are asking search engines. It means your keywords on the search engines, and To solve that, you know, queries on the search engines, search marketers' job is to create the content or paid ads that answer these questions. And last one is position your product or services as a solution to their needs. And number third is paid advertising. Paid advertising is very different from organic search. Search engines or paid search is based on advertiser keywords and aid and landing page quality and how much the advertiser is willing to pay for a click. So the three types of search queries made are transactional, informational, and navigational queries. The basic three types of the queries are, and the current trends in search marketing include knowledge graph, direct answers in Google search. These are the current trends in search marketing. And contextually relevant search, increasing the mobile search, voice search, image search, local search, maps, Amazon ads, marketplaces, and comparison shopping engines. CSC's comparison engine shoppings in the UK. There are many comparison shopping engines like Compare the Market, Confused.com, many more, and video search as well.